what's up? It's iJevin. How's everybody doing? We are back with more Blockville Feed the Beast. How you guys doing today? Today is, what is it, June 2nd? So that means we're on our new video schedule, which means today is FTB Sunday Special. You're probably thinking, what in the world is Sunday Special? Well, Sunday Special is basically a longer version of an FTB episode. So we normally record for about 30 minutes and put up about a 30-minute video, so we're going to do about an hour today. That's right. Hour in FTB? What can be wrong with that? Nothing at all. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to talk about is what we do always. We update you on what's going on. So you're like, whoa, what's all this? Well, last time we left off, we had done the 3 videos of the boilers. Well, the boilers haven't been running. I needed more coal. I really did. I didn't have any coal, and I'm like, oh no, this is not good. So what I did was I worked on our house some. I made the connection. I'm thinking about making this the center point of the world, or maybe even out here some more. But yeah, I connected them, and it looks amazing. You're wondering, like, what are these things? So I was at Bacon's house, and actually, before we explain that, let me show you something. I ran another quarry, by the way. Come on, buddy. Another quarry, so we have tons of items now. Like, I think we're pretty much set. Like, we can, I mean, as far as like all the basic stuff goes, I don't like we're good to go. Just plain and simple. I mean, we has lots of goods. I has all the goods. All the goods. All right. These guys. These things are from the Twilight Forest. You know how there's a Lich Tower? Well, there's a floating sky tower in there now, but it's been there. It was under project. It was like a work in progress. And so I didn't mess with it. But I saw these at Bacon's house, and I'm like, where the hell did you get these things? Because they are amazing. So what you do is, you right-click. Look at that. And then wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Dun-da-da-da. It's awesome. I love them. Alright, so here is our house layout. I decided to get classy with the Nitors. As you walk down through here. It's just got a real big feel to it, and I love it. It's awesome. Alright, so I finished up our boiler setup. It's nice and clean. Everything is good to go. You're like, oh, that's cool. More spawners. So this one has been running full time. But these other 2 have been turned off because I couldn't get enough coal to them. So what I decided to do was leave them off for a couple days. So we have 189 stacks and 206. I just took, this was at 300 a second ago, and I kind of evened it out. So this one actually gets more than that one, which is a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn these on. There we go. And then what I think I'm going to do is let's go grab a diamond pipe and let's grab some coals, because we're going to split the middle pipe to the other pipe as well. So let's go diamond. Good old diamond pipe, buddy. I'll tell you what. And then we need coal. Excuse me. I just had some breakfast. I had some tasty noms. I had some bacon and some cheese omelet and some toasty toasts. You can't go wrong with toasty toasts. Toasty toasts are delicious. Okay, so this is our pipe here. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We need an iron pipe and a gold pipe as well. God, Jevin, why don't you just be a noob? So let's see. Iron. And we'll take some gold. I had like 2 Pepsis this morning, and it's like 8:30 in the morning right now. I'm wired, bro. Let's do this thing. So these things should be, it's going to take them a while to get going, but they should be stable now. That's the good thing. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this diamond pipe in here, like this. Alright, and then we are going to come up here. So we need to see what color it is. Alright, and then let's put the iron pipe in there before everything starts spilling out. There we go. And we just need to make sure that everything can get up through there. Which I think that's it right there. I want to watch this for a second just to make sure. If that one goes up, we need to see if the bottom one can go up though. See what I mean by the middle gets way more... Oh, come on. I think that was it. I think that's working. I can't necessarily see those pipes, though. Cool! I don't see any... Oh, here comes some. Okay. Yeah, we're good. It's good. We're good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to filter it to where it says blue and white both get coal. And then that's going to give it a 50% chance to get coal to both of these. So it's gonna be like, which one do I want to do today? And it seems like all of them are going over there. Erg. That's not good. I don't want them all to go over there. So what we'll do is we'll just watch this. That's all we're gonna do. Oh no, we gotta move this down one. That ain't gonna work. No sirree, dude. We need to be able to put the floor in, sillies. Duh. Where did that diamond pipe go? Yoo-hoo, diamond pipe. Did it really fall down? Oh my god, the diamond pipe has disappeared. Yeah, dude. What the? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where the hell did it go? God. Alright, so let's grab this. Let's just redo it. No, you don't. Alright, so we obviously need the floor to be in there, so we'll just put it down here. Is that the middle one? No, this is the middle one, so we need to go one over here. Alright, so we'll break that one. Diamond pipe for days, and then let's break this one, and this one, and put this here, and then put this here. Need to make sure that those can get through. I think it's just that right there. That, and then once again we are just going to filter it so gray and blue both get coal. I want to watch this again one more time just to make sure that the coal's coming up. Here comes some coalsies. Yeah, it went up just fine. Awesome. Alright, so now that we have that filter, that might help this one get more coal, which is a good thing. Because it does not like to run, that's for sure. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be powering all three of these. But now that they all have a ton of coal, we should be good to go. All this stuff is getting power. Okay, good, good. Awesome, awesome. Oh, I need to move that. I didn't even see that up there. You trying to hide from me, boy? What's in there? Oh, I have iron in there. That's funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on, shall we? Alright guys, so I am back. What I've done is I've moved all these chests out of the way, and what we're going to do is we're going to start making another room. This is going to be the machine room. The top part is going to be the big machines, the ones that take a lot of space up, I think. And then the bottom part is going to be the auto sorting room. What we're going to do... Oh, is that not powered? I'm like, I saw that and I'm like, why are you not powered for? What we're going to do is we're going to make it to where we use an item tesseract and it'll pull these items in from the quarry. And then what will happen is it'll go through the sorting facility. Everything will get sorted out, whatever it takes, you know, compressed, furnace, all that good stuff. And then once that's done, we're going to import bus it into our system. That's the easiest way to do it, like for me to do it at least. So I'm gonna be putting this room over here somewhere, kind of in line with this thing, I think. I'm not sure if I want to keep it the same though. Let's see. Let's go in here. I want to look at the boiler real fast because I know that the big industrial machines are 4 high, so these are 5 high. So we should be able to do the same room size and everything. All right, let's go ahead and grab some stone brick, I think. Hopefully we have some. 59 will not be enough. Alright, this is where auto crafting comes into play. Because this is awesome. Let's do begin. It should be done, like, instantly. It's so fast. I put so many crafting CPUs into that thing. Damn crafting CPUs. Alright, I'm not sure if I want to make it the same size as this. Honestly, I think I want it to be random more than... Oh, well, let's measure. So first let's make a pathway. Oops, already messing up. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Already messing up everything. Awesome, awesome. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll kind of decide how far we want to come out. Let's, okay, let's check that out. Oh, by the way, guys, there was a glitch with this armor, and what happened was, as I ran out of power, I took damage and it all disappeared. I'm like, oh hell no. What it was thorns would destroy the armor, and it doesn't normally happen like that. So I had to give myself new armor that we had already made. If you're wondering why there's no enchantments. I mean, it's a little bit shorter, but I think it's gonna look cool. Should be plenty of room. Okay, so let's kind of this is going to be a little bit uneven because our machines. Actually, no, it should be perfectly even, actually. Each one of them are 3x3. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a circle here. Let's try a base circle out. So there's 5, and then let's do 2, 2, 1. This is going to be a pretty big circle, but I do want to have a lot of room, so it's going to be a little bit bigger than that one. That might be a little bit too big, actually. I don't know. All right, let's make this circle and then see what it looks like and decide whether or not if it's too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been making so many circles that I'm just like, I got this, bro. I don't even need to look at the chart anymore. And it looks like, yeah, I think this is going to be way too big. I mean, we are going to need a lot of room underneath, though. That's the kind of thing that I was worried about. I think we should get rid of the middle piece. Let's get rid of the middle piece. Kind of surprised weather just went away there, because I turned weather back on, because I had to pick up my linking book, and I was not sure. Okay, let's grab that. Did we get rid of the middle piece? No. Stupid middle piece. I am doing bad right now. What am I? Oh, I'm flying. I'm like, why am I acting so funny? Okay, so here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2. Flower, get out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's going to be perfect, actually. Alright, we need to get rid of some of these rows of dirt here. Good thing we have super fast tools. Watch out, Cowie. You don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to get hurt, buddy. Fine, don't get out of the way, jerk. Okay. So we're all lined up. We just have to do the other side now. There we go. And then the grass is making stop it, grass. Stop being stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think that's gonna be perfect, actually. Everything is good to go. Okay, so I would want the center of the room to have a hole in it. That way we know where to go for the machines and stuff, obviously. Let's put that there. So the hole will be right there. And that'll be in the same kind of design that we did for the other holes over there. Grab these. How much room does that leave us with? That leaves us with plenty of room. Each one of the bigger machines needs about 4 spaces because it's got to have the machine and then it's going to have a block in front of it. So everything besides the implosion compressor. I think the implosion compressor has to go on top. So what we'll do is we'll go here because they're all 3x3 basically. So there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What was the third machine? There's an industrial blast furnace. There's an implosion compressor. I feel like there's one more machine. And if we need to find another machine to put in here, we will. It's not a big deal. Let's just look up industrial. Industrial grinder, we could put that in. Industrial sawmill. And we'll figure out something to put there. I'm not too worried about it, but I definitely want it to look like this. Aw, yeah. That looks awesome. Okay, let's go ahead. I don't want to speed it up because, I don't know, I'm just not really feeling a speed up right now. Yeah. And I don't want to do all this on camera because that would be kind of wasting time. So, I don't want to cut either. I don't know what to do. Alright guys, so I have thought about what I want to do, and I think I'm actually going to show the building process. Normally I don't do this because our videos are so short, but we actually have time to do it today, so I'm going to do it. So the first thing that I would want to do would be to get rid of this wall right here. Wall, you gotta go, bro. You're just in the way. Why are you in the way for? Huh? What's it gotta be like this between this wall? What did I ever do to you? So we'll get rid of this. Okay. The one thing we might change with the distance of this is actually where these lights sit, because I do want them to be even. There is a 3 space in between each of them, so what we can do to mark that out is just use some grass. And we got to realize that it's going to end one short, so let's grab some more viewer glass. Put this here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that'll work. I think it might. We may need to push it one more, because where the 5 starts ends 1 before that, so we're 1 block off from where we need to be. Yeah. So it needs to be pushed forward 1 block. Okay, that's easy. That's actually a really easy fix. So all we have to do is just get rid of the circle. You're going down, circle. You're going down. Okay. Man, like, sometimes I really hate using these diamond drills. Sometimes I really wish that I wouldn't have put efficiency 5 on them. Like, because it's pretty terrible. It's like first world problems for sure. Like, no doubt first world problems. So, it should end there. The black... I'm trying to think. It actually might need to go forward 1 more. Because if you think about it, the end of the glass is where the light's at. So... So what we have to do is we have to put 1 there, and then that would be the end of the wall there. And then that would start there. So I think that's correct right there. Because end of glass, where that piece of stone brick is, that's the last light. And then, actually it's going to end up being even. That's the last light, and then... there'll be an empty space and then 5. Pretty sure that's how we did it. So black, empty space. Oh, no. Okay, that works. So where this stone brick is right here, that's the light, and then there's going to be stone brick right there. That's the 5 spot, so we know exactly where to put this. You're probably thinking, what in the hell is he talking about? This is where the circle will start right here. Just like that. So, need to make sure that we are in line. There we go. Okay, now we can finish our circle. So 5, and then 1, 2. Man, I think I'm standing too close to it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to move our machines. I love planning out rooms. It's like my favorite thing in the world to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Bye-bye, nether portal. I wonder how fast this breaks obsidian. Holy crap, that's actually really quick. I guess that's like the one good thing about these diamond drills. I kind of miss my Thaumcraft pickaxe, to be honest with you, with like the repair and all that good stuff on it. I guess if the pack would ever update to a higher version of the mod, of Liquid XP and stuff like that, then we could probably install Liquid XP again. But as it stands right now, the 1.47 version of the game makes my FTB crash like almost every day. So that's remember when I was crashing, I couldn't figure out why I was crashing, and then it was like, well, what have I done in the past that was making me crash? And I'm like, we installed Liquid XP, and then I'm like, no, I love that mod. It's my favorite. So it made me kind of sad that we had to uninstall it, but it wasn't working out for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Get out of here, stone brick. Nobody wants you around here. Like a glove. And that should work out perfectly. Awesome. So then we can put our archways on. Wow, just, failing like a boss. Alright. This is actually going to have like an undercarriage to it as well, like the walkway. That way we don't always have to like go up and down. We can just, oh, hey, go here. No big deal. So there, one more. There we go. Focusing. I'm gonna need to charge my stuff soon. The stuff has got to be charged. One more. There we go. And did the center of the room change any? Oh yeah, that changed by 2 blocks. Wow, that's kind of surprising. I didn't really think it would change by that much. Okay. We'll be able to put a hole in the floor or the ceiling to get in this one as well. That's exciting, because I love using those things. There we go. Looking good already. Alright, so let's continue to work on this. This is probably going to be the majority of the videos today if you haven't noticed by now. But, you get to see what I do off camera. Because a lot of you probably don't exactly know the processes that I take to building. And I'm not saying it's like super special or anything, but I'm sure some of you are probably curious. So... there we go. It just sucks because it takes so long to do these edges because every piece is different, and then so you have to end up overlapping blocks like this, and then it just gets messy. And there we go. All right, so need to get rid of you. Whoa. I saw like a big flash of bright light. Guys, I think I'm getting abducted by an alien. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so a lot of people, they're always like, dude, tell us a story. So I've been thinking, I want to incorporate stories into my video process because you guys really don't know all that much about me, but I think it would be cool if you did know stuff about me. So today, I'm going to be talking about how me and Miss iJevin met. Now, you're going to think it's a scumbag story once you hear the whole thing, but you got to know beforehand that the girlfriend that I had at the time was a complete, and I don't mean to cuss, but she was a complete bitch. Like, let's be honest, she was terrible. Okay, so, like, at the time... I was going out with a girl named Jenny, and we had met through a friend of mine. His name is Philip. Probably you remember him from when I told you he was getting divorced. Well, what had happened is I hadn't had a girlfriend because before Jenny, I had went out with the same girl like 4 times. Her name was Jessie. I had played baseball with her whole family, like her brothers and stuff. It's kind of the young thing to do, but, get it adjusted there. Alright, so yeah, the Philip's like, dude, why don't you go on a date with Jenny? And so we're going back, like, this is like back in like 2006, right? So I'm like, okay, so we all go to an amusement park together. I hate roller coasters, Me and Jenny hit it off, and she seemed like a really nice girl at the time, but, like, over like the 3 or 4 years that me and Jenny were together, like I started realizing more and more every single day that she was just a spoiled brat, like for sure. And what I mean by that was like, for example, back in 2006, like the cell phones that were cool were flip phones. And what I mean by that is they flip up, you can talk like the Razors and things like that. And they had came out with a pink Razor. Well, Jenny had to have one, and her mom was pretty well-to-do. I mean, she like, if you've ever been to like a mall before, they have like outlet malls and stuff like that. Hold on one second, guys. Alright guys, so back to our story. Well, anyways, they have like outlet malls and stuff. You can go there and get like discounted things. Well, there is a purse brand called Coach. Coach purses are really like top of the line. And I learned this from a trip to the store with her mom and Jenny, because the prices at the store are like, holy crap. And what I mean by that was like one purse was like somewhere around $1,000. So Jenny threw a fit because she couldn't get one. Well, did I really do that wrong? I think I did. No, the light would sit. Yeah, whatever, who cares? But yeah, anyways, so what would happen was Jenny would throw fits if she couldn't get what she wanted. So her mom ended up buying her like $1,000 purse that day just because she threw a fit, really. And I'm like, really? So that's when I kind of started to realize, like, I don't know, Jevin, kind of rethinking this whole thing. But so anyways, we fast forward a little bit. Jenny's becoming more and more of a giant bitch. Like I said, I don't mean to cuss, but I've got to tell the truth. She's terrible. She's a terrible person. And I just realized that I did this wrong again. It needed to be moved forward one more, but who cares? Whatever. Let's take that out of there and put this in. There we go. But yeah, Jenny is, she's becoming a pretty stuck up and kind of just a terrible person in general. And for example, at the time, like when me and Jenny met, I didn't have a job because I had just gotten laid off from my first job. I worked at like a store called Kmart, and it's like a department store. Well, they were losing business, so they laid off a bunch of people. And so I got laid off from there. And so I didn't have a job. Well, she helped me find a job at a hardware store, and that's it was like a little local mom and pop hardware store. So it was a decent job, you know. I worked a lot, and I didn't have a car or anything because I just graduated high school. So yeah, like Jenny would pick me up from work and stuff. Well, one day I hadn't heard from her like all day or something like that, and so I'm like, you know, I'll just walk home. I'm perfectly okay with that. I mean, I only lived probably 5 or 6 blocks away from the store, so it wasn't too big of a deal. Well, there was a Taco Bell, you know, right next to the hardware store, so that's where we go for lunch or whatever. So on the way home, I'm like, well, I'm going to stop and get me some food. I just worked an 8-hour shift. I'm hungry. So I'm in Taco Bell, and Jenny calls me, and she's like, where the f*** are you? And like, I'm like, I hadn't heard from you. I'm walking home. And she was like cussing me out because she had been waiting in the parking lot, but yet she didn't tell me that she was out there for me to know. And I'm a sensible guy. But when you start yelling at me for no reason, that's when shit gets real. Because I'm a very, if you know me, like, you know that I'm a pretty feisty person when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I'm fair, but when it comes to you yelling at me for no reason, I'm going to lay into you. So, in the middle of Taco Bell, I answer my phone, she's cussing me out, and I'm like, you know what? You. I'm like, you don't talk to me like that for no reason. I didn't do a damn thing wrong, and hung up on her and walked home by myself. So she apologizes, and this goes on for a while. So me and Jenny's relationship was getting really bad. So around 2008, Miss iJevin started working at the hardware store, and we kind of kicked it off right away, like, you know. And I know it sounds like a scumbag move. Oh, you cheated on your first girlfriend with Miss iJevin. Well, not technically. One thing that I count on is like friend loyalty. Well, what happened was my friend Courtney, she's been my friend since like the 2nd grade or some shit like that. She's an awesome person, by the way. She was going through McDonald's. Jenny worked at McDonald's. Well, she heard Jenny talking bad about me when she pulled up to the window and didn't know that it was Courtney because she had never met her. She didn't never take the time to meet her. And I'm not sure why this is here, but that needs to go. So, yeah, apparently Jenny was talking all kinds of shit about me. Like, oh, my job's so much harder than hers. And let me get something straight. Working at a hardware store, it's easy. She worked at McDonald's. I mean, and I don't mean she like worked inside. She worked in a drive-thru. She took orders all day. And I'm sure, you know, that's sort of hard. And she would always come home and be like, I'm so tired. And I'm like, literally, like, I just mix paint and like cut glass and like cut keys and held customers for like 8 hours straight on my feet, and you like took orders, so stop whining, you know. And she would get so mad at me, but you know me, I'm a thug, so I don't really care. So like I said, you know, me and Jenny's relationship was getting very, very strained. We're looking for a shovel. And like even before I had even met my wife, or Miss iJevin now, I've actually broke up with Jenny once or twice because she was such a bad person. And you're like, dude, not cool. But you know, it had to be done because she was just ugh. So, and I really do regret that decision of going out with her for so long, because like I like to be nice to people, and she was not nice whatsoever. She was pretty stuck up, to be honest with you. So like, for when I decided to go to college, I decided to go to a community college instead of a university. And Jenny was like, oh, you're going to a community college? Like, kind of looking down on me. But yet she went to the same college and she dropped out and I graduated. So I have an associate's degree in architecture and civil engineering. So it's like a dual degree. And then if I wanted to go back, I could get another degree in another field by taking like 4 more classes. So at least I've done something with my life a little bit. Yeah, by the way, Jenny still works at McDonald's. And I'm not hating on McDonald's employees, but she's not going to do anything with her life. So anyways, back to the story. 2008 rolls around. I go into the hardware store to get a check because, you know, it's payday. I'm going to go get my check, cash it. I'm going to go do cool stuff with my friends. Well, Miss iJevin was her first day, and I walk in and I see this girl. I'm like, damn, who is that? And so, because she was fine. I ain't going to lie. She was fine. And so, you know, we kick it off. We're friends. You know, we talk a lot, text each other. Jenny, though, boy, she is the jealous type. I tell you what, I would take showers and stuff after work. She would try to get into my phone and read text messages. So you know what I did? I got clever. Miss iJevin, I would change her name to like a guy's name. Just because, and it wasn't like the conversations between me and Miss iJevin were like totally bad, you know. We would just chat. We were friends, you know. Hey, how you doing? Stuff like that. So it wasn't like anything like super, like, you know, oh, dude, you're a bad person. But Jenny, she would want to know what we were talking about, and if she didn't know, she would throw a hissy fit. So she would try to get into my phone. One time, I actually caught her. As soon as I got in the shower and I'd heard some rustling around in my room because I lived with my parents at the time. I get up, she's getting into my pocket to get my phone out of my pocket, and I'm like, you do it again, I'm gonna kick you out of my house. Plain and simple. So you're probably thinking, why did you stay with Jenny so long? I mean, like, she was not that bad of a person. Like, I mean, she was, but she wasn't. You know, she had her good moments and she had her bad moments. So, but by the end of it, like, I fucking hated her. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. So, yeah, I mean, like, she would constantly do that kind of stuff. She'd be like, so who you talking to? Like, when I'm texting, I'm like, don't worry about it. You know, it's my business. We're not married. We're boyfriend and girlfriend. I'll talk to whoever the hell I want. So, oh, by the way, one thing, I hate being bossed around, like, more than anything. So, bossing me around, not a good idea. I am an adult. I can make my own decisions. I am perfectly capable. But so yeah, she would get like super mad and all this stuff, and then if I didn't tell her what was going on, she'd like, I feel like I'm losing you, and all kinds of bullshit. So one day when Courtney told me that she was talking stuff about me, I text her and I'm like, so you talking shit about me? And let me get something straight, guys. Courtney, super stand-up person. Like, you could ask them anything and they would tell you the truth. Like, is my breath stanky? Most friends are gonna tell you no. Courtney, she's gonna be like, bro, you need a Tic Tac, pretty bad. So Courtney is that kind of person. She's a very nice lady, or girl, whatever you want to call her, friend, best friend. I technically call her my best friend, even though we don't really talk that much anymore. But it's somebody that I could always talk to. Well, she heard that Jenny was talking stuff about me, you know. So she texted me and she told me, and this is in 2008. So I text Jenny and I'm like, you know, what's going on? Why are you running your mouth? She's like, I'm not running my mouth. Courtney's lying. Yeah. And so the context of this, so Courtney goes to the drive-thru. Ooh, that's loud. Hold on. Okay, so Courtney goes to the drive-thru of McDonald's, doesn't know who Jenny is because she had never met her, and then randomly texts me and says, hey, some girl in McDonald's is talking stuff about you, even though she didn't say your name. So I'm like, why would Courtney lie and say some random girl was talking stuff? I mean, she knew it was her because I had told her about her, but, you know, as far as, like, specifics, you know, I don't know, but I knew it was Jenny because Jenny was working, she works the drive-thru, you know, so, you know, it wasn't hard to figure out that, like, oh, yeah, she was definitely talking about me. So I asked her, I'm like, were you talking stuff about me? And she goes, no. And I'm like, well, my best friend Courtney went through the drive-thru and heard you talking stuff about me. And she's like, I didn't do it. I'm like, is that your final answer? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, we're done. So we broke up. And so Jenny, being Jenny, tries to make me jealous. And there's a guy, David, at her work. And she's like, oh, you know, she's still texting me every now and then because we were together for like 5 years. So she had like a bunch of my shit at her house. And I needed that shit back. So she's like texting me and stuff. And she's like, oh, I got a date with David. And I'm like, okay. At the time, I've got a date with Miss iJevin. We're going out on Friday after work. Gonna go get some food. Maybe go to the driving range. Who knows what we're gonna do. And she's like, oh, you broke up with me for her. I'm like, no, I broke up with you because you're a bitch. And she got all offended, and I'm like, don't play that shit, you know? I'm not stupid. You're going to try and text me, make me jealous that you're going out with another guy, so I do the same, and you get mad. So she got all pissy, so I told her to fuck off. So that is the story about how we met. Now, that was like the first date. So the first date went pretty well, I think. We went to get food, you know, did all the date stuff. I think we may have went to see the movie. No, I think we went to the driving range, actually, because I was really big into golf at the time. Yeah, if you're wondering, like, dude, you like golf? The reason why I like golf is because of Jenny. Because I hated her so much, I had to get away from her. And golf was like a 4-hour escape from the hell that I was in. So, yeah. And at the time, me and Jenny were both in school at the community college. Well, she decided to throw a fit in the middle of the library. Which had, like, even though it's a community college, this is like, the community college is like one of the best community colleges in the nation. Like, they're literally top 5. So there's a lot of students, and I mean a lot. There's like thousands. It's like a university, but it's a community college. Like, it's lacking dorms, and it's a community college. So she brings all my stuff to the library, chucks it at me, and like and you know, when I love somebody, like, I don't mind showing affection. But I feel like buying jewelry is probably the dumbest damn thing in the world, you know? I don't need to buy you a super expensive ring. I mean, that feels superficial to me. And Jenny was the exact opposite. So she talked me into buying her this ring, so she chucks it at me. I don't even know where that damn thing went. I left it there. I mean, gotta be honest with you. So we broke up there. She threw a big fit. I got like half of her CDs, but they were dumb, like, NSYNC CDs anyways, so. So me and Miss iJevin started dating. We weren't really together yet because she had went on vacation, of course, and then when she came back, I finally asked her out, and then we started going out, and then yeah, I mean that was So and then like just to prove how big of like a bitch Jenny was. Like, she had 0 friends. I mean, 0, because, like, all the friends that she had during high school didn't talk to her anymore because all she did was run their mouth. Or run her mouth, like, during school, you know? So, she's a bad person, to say the least. But yeah, so, like, me and Miss iJevin got to know each other through work. We became friends, you know, I made friends with her friends, she made friends with my friends. I was living with a friend at a time because I really hate my parents. Like, hating your parents is like something not a lot of people do. I don't know, you might hate your parents. I cannot stand my parents. Like, they're getting better now, but for the majority of my childhood, it was just like alcohol and drugs and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like 10 and they're doing drugs in front of me, so as soon as I had the first chance to move out, I did. Like, and like just to prove how broke I was when I actually moved out, I was making $75 every 2 weeks, and you can't live off $75 every 2 weeks. But you know what I would do? My friend was cool enough to let me pay like $10 rent for like 5 months until I graduated and got a job. So I would go to the Save food store or whatever, like the little cheapo place, like in the ghetto, and just buy like SpaghettiOs. I lived off SpaghettiOs for like 3 weeks at a time. But you know what? It was a damn fun time, and you know what? It made me a bigger person for it because I didn't have to be around my parents. And so, like, and you're probably wondering, like, probably thinking, like, well, it probably wasn't that bad. Actually, it was. Like, I would be trying to study for, like, tests and stuff, and the classes that I were taking, they were hard, you know? It wasn't, like, some sort of, like, easy algebra. I was taking math classes that took, like, hours to do one problem. So I would need to focus, and they would, like, would be, like, playing music at, like, 4 in the morning, just blaring it, and I couldn't sleep, and, like, my grades were suffering, so I had to move out. So I ended up graduating after I moved out, so I'm proud of myself for graduating, definitely, but I don't know, like, so me and Miss iJevin met in 2008. We've been together ever since, definitely, so, man, we're making a lot of progress on this. Alright, so let me get rid of this. There we go. It goes there, there it goes there. Alright, so... Oh, I'm like, why does that look different for? This goes here. There we go. So this is going to be the basement area. It's really coming along, though. I like it. So yeah, I mean, and I think I'm going to go ahead and can extend this story a little bit. When me and Jenny were together, I had actually broken up with her like 3 times. And it was weird because, like, I went from being with her to not being with her and being with another girl within, like, 3 days. So, like, I'm not a ladies' man, and, like, I don't treat women like that. I don't know, like, you know how I had mentioned the Jessie girl? Well, that was, like, my first girlfriend. Well, me and her, after I broke up with Jenny, she had broke up with her boyfriend. We actually went out for, like, 2 weeks or something. We never really, like, it was never really official, I guess you could say, but, somebody's calling me. Yeah, we just kind of stopped talking, like, randomly. I don't really know, to be honest with you. So, definitely had some pretty random experiences, when I was, like, 2006. I graduated in 2006 in high school, and I graduated college in 2009, so... Hold on 1 second. Alright, so, but yeah, like, it was, from, like, 2008 to 2009, like, those 2 years, they were pretty crazy for me, to be honest with you, like, it was pretty nuts. So, what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to craft a bunch of, industrial craft 2 machines, like the advanced, or like the rotary macerator, things like this, all these advanced machines, these guys, the singularity compressor, all the advanced base machines like this guy. So all that stuff, I'm going to get all that stuff set up to where what we can do is we'll auto process it when it comes in from the quarry, and then it will import bus into our ME system down this hallway here, because this is what this is for, to run wire. So I'm going to get those machines done and finish up the floor and the walls and everything down here, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so I am back. I got a lot done actually. I finished up the hole in the floor here. I ran out of basalt and stone brick and stone all at once, so I didn't get a lot of the walls down here done. We just need to get our lamps and everything set up, but for the most part we're good to go. So you're probably wondering how we're going to get the energy over here without running it directly from the MFSU. Well, I'm all about wireless energy, so what we did was we took an energy tesseract, and then we did a BC consumer that consumes the BC from the energy tesseract, puts it into here, and then it pumps out to medium voltage IC producing stuff. So this is going to pump out a constant 128 to all of our machines down here. I don't have the machines made yet. I really got to go through and process all the stuff that we have, because I'm running out of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some cobblestone and kind of lay things out. I have an idea, and it's kind of a weird idea, but I think it'll work. So what I want to do is I think I want to supply each one of our machines with a single MFSU. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting the MFSU back there. I'm just not sure that I can touch is the only thing. How would we do that? I don't think that's going to work unless we put it up in the air. If we put it maybe up here, and then oh crap, let's grab that. Maybe if we put it right there. Okay, and then so say like the implosion furnace or compressor takes 3x3. I actually think I want to move that back one. I want to be able to have room to walk. So that would sit right there. It's a 3x3 block, and then it has the machine on top. So I don't know if that's going to work either. Maybe we could put an MFE there. Doesn't an MFE output 128? We're looking it up, folks. Let's see. MFE FTB. Okay. The MFE accepts up to 128 and outputs 128. Perfect. The implosion compressor and the industrial blast furnace both take that as the max, as you can see. Oh no, it only takes a max in 32. Oops. That's not good. Oops. Industrial blast furnace. Let's see what that one takes. Industrial blast furnace. So that takes 128, so that'll work. Man, that kind of killed my plans. You plan killer. I don't know. The blast furnace is going to sit over here. This one's, it's got to be 4 high. So let's go ahead and build this guy up real fast. And these machines will be here when you come back. I want to get them mocked in so we know exactly how everything's going to sit. Everything's going to be good and good to go. There we go. Break that. Man, that implosion compressor kind of killed my vibes, man. Why you gotta kill my vibes for, bro? Come on. Alright, and then the actual machine sits on top. So that's how that's going to look. There'll be a machine in front over here as well. That's that. Oh, it sucks. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I can move that one. Man, that kind of like just ruined everything, didn't it? Jeez, jerks. How? I guess that's gonna have to be okay. I mean, I would really like for it to be even, but I don't really have an option. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out, but those will have to sit like that. Let's go grab some more cobblestone. Zoom! And then I was thinking about how our machines are going to sit down here. So on this side, we can have like compressor, extractor. On this side, we can have basic induction furnace, basic macerator. And then on this side, we'll have the basic setting. We'll have that whole setup. So it'll be macerator, pumps out to induction furnace there or something like that, I think. So it'll still be even, but these machines are really throwing me off up here. I thought I was going to have enough room to make it look even, but since this has to sit on top, I'm pretty sure. Let's look up the implosion compressor just to make sure. It sucks that it really has to sit on top. Alright. Okay, production. The machines needs to stand on reinforced machine casings and standard machine casings, which must be placed in a 3x3 cube consisting of 8 standard machine casings and 18 reinforced. The empty square in the middle, the compressor must be placed on top of the center block. I wonder if the industrial blast furnace location matters. Industrial blast furnace. Sorry guys, I just want to read to make sure that I'm doing this right. Okay, so each industrial blast furnace is made out of 34 blocks with machine casings, and the industrial blast furnace next to it at the bottom of the tower must be the middle block. So no matter what, we are stuck here and we are stuck here. We cannot do anything about that. Man, this is going to take some finagling, isn't it? I'm going to have to use a little bit of wizardry here, I think. I think we might have to make the square and the small part of it smaller here. Also put these in, because I like those. But yeah. So what I was thinking about doing was maybe even pulling these machines out. I was thinking about supplying these machines with its own power supply. Because if this runs out, we don't get power. So we need to make sure that this is fully charged at all time. So me making 4 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, MFSUs is not a big deal, because it'll sit back here and then we can, or maybe even back further in the wall, and we can have it just converted power to these machines. They'll always have power. This thing will be supplying power, but it'll never run out. Same with these machines up here, because that is more important. Even though these will use power, we can always disconnect them, but they need constant power when they're running. So when we're making chrome or iridium or something like that, which we will be doing a lot of, it's going to take a lot of power. So we're going to need a lot of power stored up. So definitely one thing on the list is to make 5 MFSUs at least. I don't know, though. I'm just not sure how I want to set this room up, though, because of these machines. Maybe we might need to move these bigger machines down into the room down there and the other machines up here. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and end the video, though, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed the story time, because I know I did this time. I really enjoyed making this video. If you guys have any topics for the next video, for like a story time thing, let me know, and I'll definitely try to talk about it if I have an experience with it. I hope that you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating below. Let's try and get 3,000 likes on this video, guys. I know the Jevinators can do it. Let's come in strong. Let's finish this thing, all right? So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is iJevin. Peace out.